Okay, so these are the steps of incidental teaching, which we're all very familiar with. We set the environment up, that's strength. We catch the child being engaged, which is following the child's interest, okay? We approach the child, and then we extend engagement and scaffold skill development and provide encouragement and acknowledgement. Now, what does that sound like? It's HighScope. It's what we do. It's what we do. The only new piece is really tuning into the level of engagement. That's really the only new piece. Okay. So there's how we do it, right? All right, so this is the slide that we want to concentrate on. When you look at, lots of times, if you're a teacher, a special education teacher, what you'll do is you'll write objectives that are far beyond what the teacher of typically developing 4-year-olds would expect from a 4-year-old. If you've never taught in a general ed or a typical preschool, and you've only taught special ed, you somehow have this lofty sense of what children should be able to do. So the first thing we need to be doing is we need to be watching what all of our typical children are doing. What are they doing? And that'll be, you'll have an awakening. And then what you say is, okay, I'm going to watch the child that is the child with a disability. And what does he look like? What does he listen to? How does he play? And you really look at it comparatively, only because you want to kind of get a sense of what is typical, and then you can start to be more realistic in terms of your engagement with that child and how long you expect that child to stay engaged. And I think that's really true. A quick story. I have a teacher that I work with who is incredible. She's a teacher. She was in the classroom for children within the autism spectrum. And then last year I decided that I wanted to do something a little bit different with the included children. I wanted to have somebody that kind of pushed in and supported the teachers in getting some new strategies for working with children with disabilities. So I changed her job. And after about a month, she goes, I am learning so much. And I said, yeah, everybody else is too. What she was finding is that she was really not in tune with what typical 3s and 4s do. So when she started to work with the children in the included setting, it totally changed, not totally, but it really impacted the way in which she worked with the children, because she realized that what she was often asking some of her children within the autism spectrum to do was at a higher level than what some of those typical 3 and 4-year-olds were doing. So I think that we have to kind of be thinking about really looking at what is typical to be able to tell exactly where a child with disabilities has a strength and where a child with disabilities perhaps needs some additional support.